Well, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Lisa Cooper Wilkins. My pronouns are she and her, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 2018 NASPA Western Regional Essay Speaks session. Before we begin, however, I would be remiss if I didn't pause and acknowledge the recent tragedies that have occurred in close proximity to us, including the fires that are still unfortunately raging near several campuses, as well as the recent shooting in Thousand Oaks. I am sure we are all deeply saddened by these events, and our hearts and prayers go out to everyone, including some of you in this room today, that are impacted. Let's engage in a collective moment of silence. Thank you. So once again, we are glad that you made the wise choice to join us here at Essay Speaks, which, as you know, is a very special opportunity to hear from your colleagues their own personal and professional stories about things that impact our profession and ultimately that impact the students and the experiences that they have on our campuses. So why is it important for us to come together in spaces like these and have conversations like this? Well, let me tell you a story. Courage, fear, and vulnerability walked into a bar. They sat down and they ordered a drink. Fear orders 2 doubles. They start to discuss an upcoming event and they talk about what's going on for each of them. Vulnerability says, I don't like the looks of this. We're going to be exposed. People are really going to see us. Feels a little risky. Fear says, with such eloquence, are you kidding me? There's no freaking way I'm doing this. Courage says, we're doing this. Fear and vulnerability, they're cousins. They've grown up together. They've grown closer over the years, and they whisper back and forth a lot, especially in stressful circumstances. Fear's the less complex of the two. It sniffs out what it perceives to be dangerous from miles away and tries to get the group to turn back. Fear's not dynamic. He doesn't explore. He says and sometimes screams, run! Vulnerability has some of fear's DNA. They're related after all. Vulnerability knows fear, but checks things out and sees that if one is to forge ahead, try something out, or create something, that it's risky. Courage is aware of all that vulnerability and fear have noticed, but knows if we don't do this, we risk staying small, not truly connecting, or creating anything new, or being innovative. The cousins gulp audibly in response. Courage allowed pioneers to settle new places, allows artists to paint, sing, and dance, people to fall in love and run races. Makes you nervous just thinking about those things. That's vulnerability and fear dancing. For those artists, pioneers, and lovers, it was not for lack of the warning shouts informing them of their possible demise. It was the courage to move ahead in spite of them. And those words are not mine. They are from a blog by Lena Devine, and a wonderful expression of that challenging dance between courage, fear, and vulnerability. So as we embark on today's Essay Speak session, I need to first thank some people that without whom today would not be possible, and that is my wonderful subcommittee. First, I'd like to ask Ruben Greenwald to stand, please, and be recognized. Kyle Sasai. And Rosie Simpson. So as I continue, I want to say that student affairs professionals need to come together for moments like these. For this young lady, who, she's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She has a passion for reading and a love of learning that she got from her single mother who did not have the opportunity to attend college, but that instilled in her a belief in her that no matter what, she was going to be going to college. So for moments like these, that is why it's important for student affairs professionals to be in spaces like these. Student affairs professionals need to come together for moments like these for this young woman who is with her family literally on the road headed to a predominantly white college campus that she has never set foot upon. The student affairs professionals there don't know that that face is thinking about all of the people that she's leaving behind, the neighborhood and family that she's known for her whole life, that she's experienced significant trauma ranging from sexual assault to being homeless and moving with her entire family from place to place over the last couple of years. And that despite the joy and the hope that is on the faces of her family members in the picture with her, she is terrified. Can she do this? Is she supposed to be there? Student affairs professionals need to come together for moments like these so that they remember that our students not only don't care how much we know, but need to first know how much we care. And in order to build true relationship, we need to know that they have walked a mile in my shoes and can relate to what I'm actually experiencing so that we can get to moments like these. Oops. So as I transition to introducing, oops, I'm missing a point, sorry. So this quote from Brene Brown, who does a lot of research on courage, talks about if you're not in the arena, also getting your ass kicked. I'm not interested in your feedback. Again, that notion of walking a mile in your student's shoes and not being afraid to be vulnerable enough to let them know that so that we can get to moments like these where our students successfully graduate and achieve their goals. So again, I appreciate you being here, and as we transition to introducing our first speaker, I will leave you with one more Brene Brown quote. Integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, and easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than simply professing them.